Shop smart, shop S-smart.
Lady, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave the store.
Who the hell are you?
Name's Ash.
This is my boomstick.
So, hi, welcome to Binge Buddies. Just rudely cut off Ryan in the middle of a speech. I'm still kind of laughing about it. I tried to do it quicker, too. I want to do it the second. Like, you know what I really wish you'd hold for this? What was that? And then I was clicking it, and it wouldn't start. It didn't let you get too much of an answer out.
Would it be great if you just got part of it? So,
yeah, I got the whole title out, which was annoying, but, say la vie. I'm your host, as always, Brian Dressel. With me, as always, is Matt, Zombie Dog, Mad Max Fury Road, Dykes.
So, sequels.
There's more to it than that. We also have Joel, Superman DeWitt.
Reboots.
Interesting.
But Fury Road isn't a reboot.
Sequel reboots.
Sequel reboots.
We'll need to do Mad Max at some point.
We do need to do Mad Max at some point. I think that's a
We
good
do
one.
need
We
to
also
do
have
it.
Ryan
But
Gladiator 2.
Not a
Livings.
reboot.
Oh. Gross.
The sequel boots. Oh man, Gladiator 2 did suck, didn't it? Like, what a bad movie that everyone's like, yeah, it's pretty good. No,
Hey,
it's not.
Denzel's in it. He can only do so much.
And I forget his name, Joseph Quinn.
Yeah, he is good.
He was good, and the other guy, I didn't remember his name, but the two Caesars almost make that movie watchable.
Yep.
Why they did a sequel instead of just remaking it is beyond me. I mean, I like Gladiator a lot. It's not a sacred cow to me. Like it's not on rarefied air where you can't make an attempt to do a retry.
And it's a story, like it's a type of film that you can do so many of that because, like, it's a historic film set in like Roman times where they had like Colosseums and shit like that. That you could just do like all these different kind of gladiator style films. Like, Jesus Christ, wasn't there a period where they just called they just did quote unquote gladiator movies? Like, I mean,
that's a punchline for Airplane, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just basing it off of that. Like,
yeah.
Do you like gladiator movies?
I mean, I don't know. I really wanted to like Gladiator 2. Like, I really wanted to, and it just
didn't work.
It just.
What was the last film that Ridley Scott made that was actually good?
I was just talking about this at work. Didn't he do that Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Rashomon movie? Wasn't that him? Last Duel?
Yes, that was a good
That was
one.
good. That was really good.
That was the most
that was
underrated
him.
movie during that time.
Absolutely. I mean, because the haircuts were so bad, but they were accurate, but they were so bad. But that movie was solid. Like,
that was
way
that
more than you would
movie
expect.
did not get as near as much love as it needed.
No, but that was a good one.
I was thinking The Martian because I haven't actually seen The Last Duel.
I would watch The Last Duel. Like, it still has some of those like aging Ridley Scott like oddities here and there, but it does like he just kind of went like, I want to make Rashomon. And it's like, okay, well, good luck. That's a tough one to remake, but good luck with it. And he does a really good job, like surprisingly good.
I mean, he did Napoleon and House of Gucci.
He did House of Gucci. That was him.
Yep.
Oh no.
The Martian was good.
Martian was good, but was it good or was Matt Damon good?
I know. I think it was a great script.
I've also heard it's a really good book. I've never read the book though.
Martian's good.
The book is really good. I actually listened to it as an audiobook. And the audiobook, it works really well because the first sort of like third of it is just basically his logs. So it's almost like you're just listening back to his logs.
And then when does he get to eat the poop potatoes?
During that moment.
Oh, okay, great.
Because it's his logs of like, how he's surviving and stuff.
Of how he's surviving off logs.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Speaking of things we knew was coming, Evil Dead Rise. It's the movie of the day. So this one's been a bit of a journey for me. I saw it in theaters opening weekend with some buddies. I had an absolute blast watching this movie in a packed house with tons and tons of Evil Dead fans. What a fun ride. I've watched it now twice at home. The first time I watched it while just kind of doing stuff around the house, and I was like, oh yeah, I still really like this movie. It was great. And then I watched it for this episode. I'm like, whew, there are some cracks in this one that I'm not a fan of. And my review has dropped considerably. But I don't want to lose the fact that the stuff that I think works still really, really works. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the main Deadite is awesome. The mom. She is so great. Everyone else, kind of diminishing returns. The red shirts of the movie are very red shirty and kind of like, all right, how much time do we have left with you? But the stuff that works, I think, really, really works, and I enjoy it. But I want to see what you guys think before we watch the trailer and get more into it.
I'm much of a similar ilk. When I saw it in the theater, I was like, all right, yeah, good Evil Dead movie. All right, I feel good. I feel happy. And I have not watched it again until my last rewatch, which was done last night, and still felt the same about the mom. The person that plays Danny, I was like, they're terrible. They can't act their way out of a box. The little girl is great. Love the little girl, and I enjoyed the arc of Beth, as trivial as that is. But other than that, I was like, wow, the gore's still great, but this is just an Evil Dead tale.
Matt, where'd you land on it?
I didn't mind it. I have a massive issue with that opening.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
The opening is just fucking pointless.
Yep.
And like, what does my fucking head in is like, you have this opening, and then it goes one day earlier, and then like you start thinking, oh, it's gonna come back, and then it's just, oh, they were just in the building at the same time. It's like, so what's the fucking point? Like, what is the absolute point apart from that?
Just showing you that Evil Dead is out. I'd rather see that.
Yeah.
Just to get the fucking end, though. Like, I'm getting so fed up of just opening a film with, or a TV episode or whatever, with, like, you know, your most, like, a really sort of, like, dramatic and explosive, like, sort of sequence. And then
you're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, and then for no reason at all, you go X amount of time earlier. Like, when it's done well, it's really good. Like, because you can have that sort of.
When was it done well?
I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah,
but I know there's something in there, like somewhere in the back of my brain, where I've seen it done once before, and I thought that actually worked. But for the most part, it doesn't work.
I was really afraid you were about to say Deadpool, and I'm like, that's my biggest complaint in Deadpool. If they'd started where the movie started, it would have been better.
No, exactly. Like it's like another one of those things of like, we need to start with a big action sequence. Hey, and then it's like, okay, like, yeah, I suppose we've seen the suit, but we're all coming to this film knowing that he is actually Deadpool in this film. Mm-hmm. Just start the film at the beginning.
I bought tickets to Deadpool. I'm guessing Deadpool is going to be in it. Granted, Dark Knight Rises had taught us that very harsh lesson that you could be wrong. You went to go see a Batman movie. Too bad.
I mean, to be fair, Batman was the most uninteresting part of that film. Every time it was like on Bane, I was like, yeah, this is great. And then when it goes to Batman, I'm like, oh, fuck off, I don't care.
All I'm saying
you
is
understand.
I'm stuck in a cave.
3 hours of a Batman movie should have more than 15 minutes of Batman, is all I'm saying.
It should also have, like, you know, more logic in that, like, how long would it have taken you to paint a bat symbol on the bridge, to set it on fire, like, and run a line of petrol to go? Let's not get into this now, because I have issues with...
Listen, we'll do Batman at some point. I really want to do the Batman, just the whole run at some point, and it'll be awesome. And we'll get into it. But until then, Joel, what do you think of Evil Dead Rise?
This movie is in an unfair position of being the last thing in Evil Dead that we're watching. Just the grueling grind of watching all this stuff, and we've already talked about our misgivings with the series at the end. It is a decent horror movie that I think there's a lot of very cool sequences, and it moves along. Once it actually picks up, it moves along at a decent clip. I don't think it's a good Evil Dead movie.
Okay.
I just don't. There are missing pieces, and some of it's going to seem cosmetic to you guys, but I see it as a part of missing the skeletal structure of what Evil Dead has been. And there are times where you can sort of bend the rules a little bit, but I think they break them, and that's a bridge too far in my mind.
All right, let's watch a trailer.
I kind of agree and disagree with Joel at the same time. Like, it isn't an Evil Dead film, because like the Deadite element of it is what makes Evil Dead, I think. But I do also agree with you. There's a lot of elements in the film where I'm just kind of like, this doesn't feel very Evil Dead-y.
No, the Deadites sometimes just feel like the possessed. You know, it could have been just as easily been an exorcism movie.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. Pay the thing massive respect. You got things to say.
I did really enjoy this sequence, actually.
Yeah, that's a terrible omelet that's being made.
It's a lot of shell.
Yeah, right.
It was.
And look, it's Matt's favorite scene.
It really. The best thing about that was the visual at the end of them rising up at Evil Dead Rise, and also like the little fake out at the beginning with the drone being like the evil point of view. I kind of liked that.
Oh, I think I put on the Red Band trailer.
You did. It literally said Red Band over the top.
That's a little violent.
No shit, it's a Red Band trailer.
Like,
What is this, Daddy? I found it.
What will I be?
I do appreciate somebody liking the Lance Bass look.
Yeah.
That's a fun callback.
I love the turntable. Like,
Yeah.
That is easily the best part of this movie, the way they use the turntables.
It's great. I know you guys aren't a big fan of the people. I like the people.
I like the people.
I like the people.
Nothing.
People were too gimmicky.
From you won't fix.
But it's cheesy in a way that worked for me.
But they're trying to make this serious.
But that's the point of it, like an Evil Dead film. It has to have the cheese.
Yeah.
So, like, we talked about in the reboot, like, it has that sort of... It's really serious until the cheese comes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know how to lie to kids.
Good line.
But I think this plays it a little more straight than a remake does, I think.
Yeah.
And that's part of my misgivings.
Thank you, Joel.
What?
We're agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Mommy's with the maggots now.
Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
The 1 minute long scream. There was a point where I actually turned the volume down and put closed captioning on, and this just some of this gets so loud and jarring and disturbing. I was like, I'd rather just read a little bit and I can enjoy.
I mean, I turned it up. I was like, "Fuck my neighbors. This is going to be great."
So, all right, let's start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start.
Take it away, Matt.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with Matt. I think the ending is a waste, or the beginning is a waste because it's the ending, and it should have been the ending. But as an ending, we're done. Like we've spent the time with it's Beth, right, the sister.
Yeah.
She escaped. The little girl escaped. They're out. So why am I wasting time here? So I get why they moved to the front because they shot it, and you got to use it. Like, what's the point of shooting it? We're not going to use it.
But they clearly shot it to be the opening. They shot it
you got to go to a cabin. It's an Evil Dead movie, and they didn't understand the assignment of this is supposed to be a new Evil Dead movie, and they couldn't get past it, so they went to the fucking cabin. So that's it. The whole beginning to me is an excuse to put Evil Dead in a cabin. They even had the fucking ticking clock and everything. It's just like, look, fan service. There's not really a lot throughout the rest of the movie, so here it is. Enjoy. Yeah. And it's like, fuck off. Like, that's not why I'm here.
Honestly, to me, it kind of felt like they cut the film together and were like, oh, this is only like an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, shit. Let's just go shoot a whole new opening sequence that's not connected to this film at all.
Without that opening, it'd be shorter.
That's what I mean. Like, that's...
That's not such a bad thing to be honest. Shorter runtime's okay.
Yeah.
Matt's cutting out a little
when I
bit.
saw it in the theater,
Am I back?
But hearing,
You are back.
You are back, Matt. But hearing what Matt said, I mean, it makes total. It's a waste because you have essentially an opening that could make a very good ending. Like this could lead into a sequel. Be like, we are out in the open.
Yeah.
So
It's the end of Ash vs. Evil Dead season 3. Like they're out. They let evil out. But like there's
Sorry,
go ahead.
I wish they would have stayed in the cabin. I think you think about the other movies and series. The cabin's always this rickety piece of shit out in the middle of nowhere that's clearly haunted and damned. This was like a really nice cabin. Like this is the kind of, we're gonna rent a cabin out in Colorado, no steam. It was that quality of cabin. And I like the idea of it taking place. Yes, it's in a cabin, but it's really a completely different environment with new dangers and ways that they could even have it start as a nice cabin and have it like crumbling down as things go on. I think it was a mistake. But
I'm actually I enjoy the apartment setting. I enjoy the new setting, and I enjoy the way that they kind of expanded the world a little bit, like stuff that I think they tried to do in Ash that didn't really come across. But like I like the whole there's 3 books, like this is just a different Necronomicon, so it's going to have and that kind of makes it okay that the Deadites are a little different because they're going to be affected a little different by the book. But it just felt like they were nervous to go fully in on that.
Agreed.
And
I love the aesthetic of the building. Like,
yeah, sure.
And multiple times I said it used to be a bank, and like it's got this very kind of like Art Deco, old style kind of like aesthetic to it, which I really liked. I really liked the aesthetic.
Got the continental vibe, being a V building.
Yeah.
I liked the non-traditional family.
Yep.
I think that's a nice little change of pace from a group of friends to being this sort of like, okay, the one sister's coming home. She's pregnant while being out on the road, and then you visit her family and go like, okay, yeah, I guess it made sense that some sort of rock star would have come from this background.
Yeah.
So it works for me in that way.
And like, I don't think the teenagers are the best actors in the world, but like, I think they do their job for what they need to. Like, Danny is just a fucking idiot. And like, I agree.
Tony, it's like Ryan, like digging on like the actor playing Danny. I actually think he does a decent job of looking scared. Like, and that's and the bits where he's like, shit, this is my fault. I think there's this sort of like in the eyes. I think he does a good job with that. Like, I remember looking at that going, oh, that would probably be how I would be looking if I like having that realization of like, oh shit, I've caused all of this.
That's not to say that he doesn't have his moments. He has his moments when he is playing and the thing, and there's that look of what am I listening to, and then the realization like I did this. But there are other times like I'm just like let's get these.
The turntable moments is really the linchpin because he sells the idea of just like I'm terrified by this, but I'm compelled. I can't stop myself because I don't understand the depths of what I've done.
And then curiosity again.
The regret that he has when he can't turn it off. That's okay.
When he like tries to pick up the needle and it shocks him, and it's like, shit's popping off. And like, I liked that because it had the evil, if you will. It had more power in this movie than we're used to. Like, as soon as like they just creaked open the door of like, I'm gonna start playing this record. It's like, no, this shit's going now. Like you've cracked the door open. We're out. And it's like, I enjoyed that. Of like this one really captured that, like the Jurassic Park of like once the cages are open, you're fucked.
Yep.
And like this one has that through and through. As soon as the evil's in the mom, and even the mom knows it, like she's like, it's in me. And like I love the elevator sequence. It's not rapey. That's great to have an Evil Dead movie that doesn't have the rapey part of it. But it's terrifying. And then once it's in her and it hasn't fully taken over, and she's wrestling with the fact of like, I'm dead. Like I am a dead person in a suit. Don't let it take my kids. Like that. She sells that so well.
Yes.
And like that, I think that's why like I have so much trouble saying like I want to just beat up on this movie, because the things that work really work.
She is the best part. I mean,
100%.
and just her makeup effects and everything. I mean, she was great in Vikings.
I never watched Vikings, but I heard she was good in it.
She was good, but she's just got that bone structure to be like really limber, and just like when you see her contort, like when we saw her in the bathtub, there are just things about that. Like it's a very physical performance that demands more of her body twisting and turning that we normally see in an Evil Dead. Like the possession, as we've kind of alluded to, is really animate in how she is conveying everything.
Oh yeah, and like even like
the sound design as well. Yeah. The sound design on like the links, like on a voice, but also on like when she's doing the contortion, like the sort of like the. It's so good because it's got that visceral bone cracking feel to it.
Very subtle.
Yeah. It's not like over the top. It's
you hear it and you're like, ooh.
Yeah. Like, and I think it being more subtle makes it more sort of like it has more of a visceral reaction as well. I think because it is that sort of subtleness to it. It's not like an obvious sound effect. It does just kind of like feel like a bone going.
Well, and they used it a lot. Like they use the same sort of bone breaking noise for like the eggs in the frying pan. Like they know that noise is going to make you a little uncomfortable. They use it like when glass breaks. They use it like obviously when she's doing the contortion stuff. They use it on the eggs. Like they know to like sprinkle that in here and there. And I enjoy it whenever it pops up. It's like this was a good idea.
Now, just for something that we like, but you're watching an Evil Dead movie, so every time that you see an inanimate object, you're like, "That's going to be used later. That's going to be used later." The scissors going underneath, the tattoo ink thing. You're sitting there watching these movies, and you know that you're being shown these things because they're going to come into play in the next half hour or so.
So my wife is not a fan of these sorts of horror movies. She likes horror movies. She's not a huge fan of the Evil Dead franchise. And that's how she kind of gets her way through it. So like last night when we're watching it, or 2 nights ago when we're watching it, she's literally making a list of everything. She's like, all right, so that by like halfway through the movie, she's like, all right, we're only missing the scissors at this point. So we're almost done.
I like the idea of your wife spending time deconstructing film like that as a thought exercise.
I mean, like it makes sense as to what she does. That it is just like the set decoration that she's deconstructing. They're like, yep. Okay, now we've got his list of weapons. Okay, right, I'm going to check this one off. Yep, you've used that one. You've used that one.
Yep,
not used that one yet.
And then it's like, oh, only the scissors, and the scissors go up the nose, and it's like, oof.
I love that moment though. Because it's just like the scissors going up the nose, you kind of like freezes in place. But we know the audience is like that's not going to have done it.
No, she's fine. Like
she's not been fully dismembered,
right?
Which we get to. This one abides by that rule. Like that is how you get rid of evil. With the exception of the neighbors. What happened to the neighbors?
Yeah, where did they go?
They didn't join the body monster at the end, so
I think did they though? Because like I know we only see like the mom and the kids at the front, but maybe they were in the back because it was too long to be like just those people.
How do you know that?
Well, because I've like molded humans together and like.
Thank you for admitting it. That's all I'm saying. Thank you for admitting it. It's nice.
The length just doesn't make up. It doesn't work. It's nice. It was about 10 feet long, though. That's my point.
We're building a body of evidence of Matt's serial killer nature.
The fact that you used that specific phrase for this conversation was great.
Don't matter. You're in America. I'm in the UK.
Yeah, he's not coming over here.
That's true.
I wouldn't blame. Wouldn't recommend it. But anyhow, so going into this movie, so how do you guys feel about the discovery of the book? Like the people I went to the movie with, I went with 2 friends who I love dearly, but they're the people that walk out. It doesn't matter what movie you went to. When they walk out, it's like, so what do you guys think? I loved it. Here's what didn't work. This is what sucked. This is what sucked. I'm like, can't you guys just have a good fucking time? Like, God damn it. And they dug in on them finding the book in the basement. They hated it. I was sort of fine.
I have an issue with it. I have an issue with it because this earthquake happens, and then it's just very convenient that it uncovers the book. Now, there's another thing that I'm sort of like that makes me not want to dig too deep on it and say this sucks because of this. Like, how convenient. Is it actually just an earthquake, though, or is it the evil trying to get out and it senses there's people near, it causes the earthquake and it it basically uncovers like the vault or whatever that all this shit was in.
That's where I want to sit with it, but living in LA and we get earthquakes all the time, it's like, man, like that's just kind of what happens here.
I can't wrap my head around how a bank would let a religious organization hang a cross and all these medals in their safety deposit box.
That's where I took the most issue with
A cross. There was thousands of those things.
Well, I'm talking about the big one that scared Danny.
Yeah.
But then you have
To be fair, the big one's not going to scare me. The thousands hanging from the ceiling, I might look and go, huh.
Yeah, maybe I should leave.
Maybe I should take this stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I should leave and never come back and pour cement into this thing.
But then I I agree. I think my friend's hit on that was fair. It didn't ruin the movie for me because without it, we don't have an Evil Dead movie. So just fucking deal with it. Because eventually what we get out of all this is the new Necronomicon, which I fucking love. I love
the design.
It's got teeth.
It's got teeth. I love that you can't open it until you bleed on it. Fucking cool effect. Like that. I liked that. Like as soon as it pricks his finger, he drops of blood. And I think from that moment on, they're fucked. Like I don't think he had
it doesn't matter about like listening to the records
fun.
at the point.
No.
I think at that point it's out.
What was the
like
name of the book? The
I don't remember. It's the new Necronomicon.
Natorium Demento.
Yeah.
It was like the third volume of the Necronomicon as a whole, I think.
And it's like, I like that because that means that, like this isn't a reboot. This is a sequel.
Yep, there's one more book out there.
No.
He said third volume.
Original book, first book, reboot book, second book, this one, third book.
Okay.
3 books. So it means that even forgetting her name,
Mia,
thank you. So the Mia one is so it makes all 3 of them canon. I'm like, that's actually like, and they do it in a line of dialogue. They don't shine a huge light on it of like, man, why is this one not in a cabin like the other 2? Like they don't do any of that shit. It's just like, no, all 3 books are valid. All 3 movies or all 3 timelines are valid. I like it.
Yeah, that worked for me. To be fair, like I like that because it does it's like not every Evil Dead film has to be in that same location. And then, like, you know, we get this, like, this is just another story about one of the other books that's happening somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. And, like, that's where I think it still works as an Evil Dead movie. But I do agree, and we're going to kind of get into it here. It has the problem of it feels more like a possession movie than an Evil Dead movie.
Yes.
And there are moments that, like, oh, that's kind of a Deadite. Yeah, so I like that. Like, your mommy's with the maggots now. Very Deadite.
The
stuff in the hallway, like that feels very Deadite. It's a little campy, I agree, but like it still feels Deadite. Like the people running back and forth, one coming back without arms, like this feels like Deadite action to me. And then
I'm gonna say, but Deadite action's always been campy.
Spitting it in the guy's mouth.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
Yeah.
The biting the eye out, gross, but then spitting it in the other dude's mouth. I'm into this. Like this is.
Does
that happen in?
It feel like an Evil Dead movie to me.
Yeah,
because that happens in 2, doesn't it? An eyeball gets fired out and it goes into Bobby Joe's mouth, I think.
But is it out of someone's mouth though?
No, I think it's out of their actual eye socket. I think it's one of the Deadites' eyes that gets fired out. I think.
Yes, that's tracking. Wow, I took a lot of notes on this one. I didn't realize when I was doing it. I scroll like a whole bunch.
I've got a shitload of notes, but to be fair, a lot of them don't make sense. It's just like. Just
I do have.
words.
I can tell, like, as soon as you start playing the record, because nuts. Here we go.
The person who did the recording or whoever spoke on the recording, fantastic job. Fantastic. Like the kind of curiosity, because it's always a cycle, right? It's somebody being morbid, curious, after finding this thing, feeling compelled to try and inspect it. The fact that it's like the Catholic Church, and Lord knows if you see certain pictures, they've got some weird ass artifacts and structure in the Vatican and things like that. It made sense to me in some ways that they would have harbored this book, and maybe there was a priest that was just like, the allure is too much to not go into it. And then later on, when they're recording and he's talking about everything that has happened and how it was a mistake. The man's going through like a last confession of this is everything that I've done because of my curiosity, and that kind of desperation just bleeds through in a really meaningful way.
Danny's reaction, or no, that was Beth. That was Beth.
Yeah. Beth was listening at that point because she had
the kids are killing each other.
Yeah, there was one where Dan, when Dan said he had to wrap the body, that was the most believable line.
Oh yeah,
in this horror movie at all. It's just I wrapped it. I was like, nailed it.
Yep,
like you felt that. But what I was gonna say is when they're playing the recording, did you guys hear Ash?
Yep.
No.
Because I knew it was for this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. It's like it's very like to me. I picked up on it straight away. I was going, I know that voice.
He's like, don't, or what do you say?
Hey, that might be someone's quote.
Okay, you're right. Sorry, excuse me. Thank you.
It's not my quote, so
it's not mine. But I mean, Bruce Campbell has gone on record saying, he sees that as a time displaced, which makes sense for Army of Darkness and the end of Ash versus Evil Dead.
I did have so here's my only problem with the record, because I think the record, I agree with Joel, it's probably the best part of the movie beyond the mom. I think they did too good of a job with it to where I kind of want to see that movie instead. Or at least wanted that to be the opening of the movie.
That should have been the opening, because at least it connects to something. Like that's it's
much
biggest issue. The opening doesn't connect to shit until the very end, and then it just feels like your film was too short, so you've just created these bookend scenes.
And it would have played more like Evil Dead 2013.
Yeah. And which is probably why they didn't do it, if I'm thinking about it. But like, if you'd had a moment of the end of this thing being this guy recording himself while hanging a bunch of crosses, while trying to hide the book, he's like, I know they're coming for me, but like, I'm hoping whoever gets this realizes like to never do this, never do like, and that's where it ended. I think it would have been a stronger open.
If I have one problem with the turntable stuff, it's that it feels like somebody had this really cool idea of needing to spin the record backwards to get this recording, and then reverse engineered it into, oh, this kid's just an aspiring DJ.
Yeah.
It felt a little bit of, I'm going to create story arc based off of this cool thing I want to include in it.
Yeah, I do like as well that he only like spins it backwards by accident though. Like he sort of like trips or something and like knocks his hand.
He's a wannabe DJ.
Yeah. All right, so let's jump to some Deadite action here. So the mom gets elevated, pretty crazy sequence, and then she just fucking dies. And I like all of that. Like it has that very like unnerving, like the audience knows more than the audience or than the characters in the movie, which is kind of fun. Of like, you don't know how fucked you are. And I like that they bring the neighbors in on that. I think that's kind of fun. Like we're stuck. It's an earthquake. The elevator's not working anymore.
The stairs are gone.
The stairs are gone. Like we're trapped.
There's a moment where she's trying to scream out for help, but the rain is so loud that nobody can hear her.
Yeah,
they're also on the 13th floor or something like that. Like that's pretty high up for anyone on the like outside to even hear.
Yeah,
I will say, falling 13 floors in an elevator, I kind of thought that'd be enough to kill somebody.
But it was full of what? It was full of blood, so it's fine.
Oh, shut up!
It cushioned the impact.
I also, what they do a really good job of too is that when they bound her up there and they're sort of breaking basically every bone in her body, and then they show up where she's making the aids, she looks disjointed. Like, you can tell that she's standing there with a completely crushed skeletal structure.
Yeah, like she's in rough shape. And then she just dies and keels over. And like I'm in, man. Like I love it all the way up to like then she comes back and like, oh shit, get her. She's burning up. Get her in the water. Like try to figure something out, and then it just pops off. And like, and as soon as she comes out, it's Dan in the trailer. It's the little girl, but in the movie, it's Danny's like, mommy's with the maggots now, and it's just like, oh fuck. And
that's a very good line as well.
It's a good line, and then you have that just like even watching it now in my third watch. When she's standing in the room looking at Beth, and like she eventually stabs her in the hand, which never comes back. Everyone else gets injured by her. It turns into a Deadite thing, except for Beth.
Beth.
Yeah. But you have that moment of like, it's legitimately nerve wracking of like, she is chaos and violent chaos, completely unhinged right now. You need to figure this out. And like, it makes me nervous. Just like that, just seeing her just standing there. It's like, she does such a good job at the physicality, and like they shoot it so well that's like it just looks like danger, fucking danger, danger, danger on the screen, and you're like, you don't know what's gonna happen, and she ends up tackling her own daughter and tattooing her face, and it's like, oh, that's not good. You don't want that.
We haven't talked about Bridget, and she's okay, but there's times when it's Bridget, right? Yeah,
Bridget, yeah, or Bridge.
Bridget, yeah.
Bridge. I feel like there's times when she's good, and then there's times when she just overdoes it. Like when
she has my line in the movie. She has one great Deadite line.
Yeah, and it's just, but she does play scared well. I will give her that. Like when she's turning, that was the best. That was one of the better parts of the movie.
Honestly, her interacting with Danny and going like, "Get rid of the book, Dan."
Yeah,
just get rid of the book. Like very believable.
Yeah.
Like she played a very good voice of reason. Like,
yes,
you shouldn't have that. You're a fucking idiot. Get rid of it.
I like the and I don't think it's anything to do with the performance specifically. I think more just the whole thing. Just when she's eating that wine glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sound design, the sort of visceral nature of the glass being eaten. Like that's the one thing in this film where I was just like, ugh.
That's one Evil Dead.
Something about like eating glass, like that gets me. I don't know what it is. There's only a few things that will really sort of get me on that kind of visceral level, but eating glass is one of them.
What about cheese grater to the calf?
Oh,
that made me go ooh, because I've caught my fingernails on those things.
I have an irrational fear of cheese graters. I can't be around them. Like as soon as we have that exact one in our house, and my wife uses it all the time, and then it ends up at the sink, and I do dishes, and I am so nervous the whole time I'm handling it. When I saw that it was in this movie, I'm like, I'm not going to do well with that, and I didn't, and I almost left the theater when it happened. I'm just like, it was too much. Now watching at home, it's still too much, but that's what these movies do well. Like it's like that's what you want to see in these movies, is that stuff that's going to make you like, I don't ever want to see that, and then here it is. Like that to me feels like Evil Dead.
Yeah, I mean, like the cheese grater didn't like it. It wasn't that level of visceral thing. Like I've used cheese graters like that. I've caught like fingernails around, like when I've got like to the cheese is like they're that small or something, and like you're just trying to get the.
I know.
The fights in this movie are pretty well thought out. Like everything about these, in terms of all the struggles, they're very realistic. Even when Bridget is going after her little sister, and the little sister's like, "Nope."
Yep.
Like,
with Stephanie. I do like.
Even
I do like the naming.
Yeah.
So I have to give this movie credit, because when you sit here and you're making a horror movie and you're thinking about all the struggles and how you can choreograph it, this movie feels authentic.
Yeah.
And I think that lends more to the physicality that all these actors had to go through. I will give that, there's verbal acting and then there's physicality, and this movie definitely does way more with the physicality of this film. And to that end, it's amazing to see all these different, like when Bridget is attacking, or was it the mom that attacks Danny? It was Bridget, and then he lights her on fire.
Bridget, yep.
Yeah, it's Bridget. Yeah,
like that was good. Like I was in it. So
dude, the arm stab Bridget does to Danny, that it disturbs me. Like that looks like they stabbed the actor's arm.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Effect.
The person that played Danny, I'll give him that, because when he's just looking at it, he's like, ah! I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, just that idea, like, because the knife going like right through, and then but it's not like spraying of blood. It's just that sort of slow,
he's pinned,
oozing out of the wound, and just like looking at I was looking going, fuck, that's good. That's really good, and that's gnarly.
Yeah, that looks like it hurts a lot.
Yeah. And again, like that's why I don't think the actor who played Danny was bad at all.
No,
really, because they sold those moments so well, like the scared things, the pain, and stuff like that.
I'm not saying he's bad at all. I'm just saying there's moments that took me out of his performance, like when they're all in the bedroom and they're running around, and he's just kind of like running around like, what do I do? What do I do? It's like.
I feel like Danny got hired for the big moments, even though they couldn't necessarily sell the smaller moments. And I don't disagree with that reasoning, because when they needed Danny to show up,
He showed up.
they showed up, like, for sure.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. I love the peephole sequence. I know it's super campy, but it's one of those, like, it worked for me because it's one of the few moments in this movie that lets off the gas. Because, like, if you go back to, like, the 2013 remake, it doesn't let off the gas until everyone's dead, and it's like, okay, we can be campy now. Here comes the chainsaw. Here comes ridiculous. Mia's gonna go nuts now. She's gonna cut off her own arm. Blood rain. It's gonna go crazy. This movie kind of went like every little bit. We're gonna okay, we're gonna ease off the gas for a minute, and like that's where like the theater was howling when I saw that sequence, and I think that's probably why I like it as much as I did. When the dude just comes, the kid sailing across the screen without arms, like. Yeah, like that felt like Evil Dead, just ridiculousness to me, and I was having a good time.
I really liked it. I
go ahead, Matt.
I felt it was actually quite innovative. I don't think I've seen a film where you've just got like you're just looking through a peephole,
Cable Guy,
and there's just I was just gonna say Cable Guy.
That's all I got.
I mean, yeah, I suppose, but not to the level of sort of like ridiculous, like, you know, just this idea, like, you know, especially in a film that's been so intense where you're and it's just the point of view through there, and there's just all this crap going on, and you just know that the person who's looking through there is powerless to do anything about it, and like the idea of like putting yourself in the perspective of someone who is in that situation behind a door, like, and the fact that they're just kind of glued and they can't look away. Just like that sort of like paralyzed by fear, like shit, all that's going on outside. I'm next. Yeah. It did a really good job of that, and also like you said, it got that sort of campiness. It's hilarious because you see the dude who was like earlier on in the film was like, oh, I'll go get my shotgun, and then someone's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what we need, like firearms in this situation or something. And you see him come out with his shotgun and does fucking nothing because it just like he shoots once. Then, like, he shoots another time, but you just see, like, it's like the shotgun gets batted down or up or something like that, and it just does not help at all. Nope. It's so good.
Here's my thought. Is it effective? Yes. Is it a gimmick? Yes. That's where I have the problem. I feel like they are going to pigeonhole us into this moment where Evil Dead, you see so much, and that's where you get that relative camp. When you're playing it as a way to get scares and try to build suspense, it doesn't work for me in these situations because you know that you are going to be looking and something is going to come out either corners. If you want to see, I would like just to see how things kind of played out would have been fun. Is it effective? Yes. The first time I saw it, I loved it. Watching it again, it just felt too gimmicky to me, you know, and especially with the little girl going at the
filmmaking is gimmicky though, like. As a general, like the idea of filmmaking is you're trying to do something new, unique, and gimmicky. Like let's go going back to John Wick 4, the bird's eye view thing. That's a gimmick, but it works so fucking well. Like it's the best bit. Of the whole thing.
If I'm gonna take sides with Ryan on one thing here, it's that you can see the seams on it a little bit too much. You can't suspend disbelief quite as much to have that. I don't necessarily agree with it being too gimmicky. I feel like it lasted too long. I feel like it shelved the mom.
That's what I meant.
A little too long.
That's what I meant.
But it's. I mean, there was other danger happening. But I feel like that was a miss.
Since we're lingering, we played the gimmick out. You know,
I guess
we used it for 2 sequences. Use it for 1 and call it done.
I don't know. I think the problem for me isn't that it's too gimmicky or like that. I don't think they were trying to get scares or suspense. I think it was meant to be played as comedic. Like I think this is one of those moments. Like because, like I said, when I saw it in theaters, you would assume we were watching a comedy during the sequence. Like people were like screaming, laughing. Like it was funny.
And that's the thing. Like, and given how horrific they've been with the horror elements, there's no way that they did that trying to go for horror because it is just so funny. It is just so, because it's like, you know, someone goes off one side and then you just see this body come flying across the thing. It's funny. Like that's not scary, and I think they wouldn't do something like that if they were going for scary. It would be more like,
I have to push
you know,
back
someone had just go in front of the people or something, but you didn't get that. It was.
I think the audio betrays the humor in it, though.
Right. And the tone of the movie is already set to be something dark and scary. And then you just can't put something in there by using a peephole and then play the people out when it's supposed to be much scarier between the daughter and the mom.
No, what I don't think the problem is necessarily the idea of it. I think it's the execution. I think everything that Matt and you are saying is correct. I think the problem is the director isn't great at camp. And camp is incredibly hard to do. I don't necessarily blame the director there. Like, it is a very difficult style of comedy. I think that's mostly what it is. I think the camp missed. So like I'm looking for the camp, so I'm going to see the camp. I'm going to enjoy the camp. If you're looking for the horror movie, you're going to see the horror movie, and you're not going to enjoy it because it's not very good because it's trying to be camp. So right. I think it's an exexecution problem, not necessarily like anything else.
It is a difficult thread to needle. The sort of like that campiness. Like people, it's one of those weird things. Is like when it's done well, it looks so simple.
Yep.
But then when you see it when it's done badly, it's like, oh, this is actually quite a difficult thing to get right.
Because I would argue this whole movie was meant to be campy. Like campy horror, so it's still supposed to have scary moments, but you don't have blob monster full of mom and 2 kids attacking someone next to a wood chipper in a serious horror film. Like that's just not where that goes.
What do you mean?
I love the Rat King thing. Like it was gross and weird. Like it was so weird.
When it started happening, I just went, no, they're not gonna, are they? And then I was like, oh, they are. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, it is good. It's a very good end boss. It's fun.
It made me think of The Substance a little bit.
Yeah.
And they kind of did this in Ash vs. Evil Dead too, like a little bit, with the knights getting formed into that big.
Oh
thing.
yes,
right.
I was thinking like I was like, yeah, they did. Where though? Like I was trying to picture them. The minute you said the knights, like
the red shirt
basement.
knights. Yep.
Yeah, the basement in the hardware store basement. Yeah.
So I liked all that. Like that, it worked. Like it shouldn't have worked. That is something that I'm watching this movie going like, this should not be working for me right now. Like, and it did because it was so dumb. Like, and I mean that as a compliment, but like trying to hide from it around the car, like none of.
Yeah, like it's silent. You're making a lot of noise.
Like it's just all the thing's a ninja. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But like, and even the wood chipper being down there, like, why is this in your apartment building basement, and why is there a chainsaw next to it? None of it.
He's a tree surgeon. It's like it's fine. We got that established when they went into the parking lot. You saw the truck. It said tree surgeon on the back on the side.
Guess.
Move on. You're nitpicking now.
Yeah, I am, but it's deserved. And like but like we get the shot of Beth with the chainsaw, and like, you know, I'm a chainsaw enthusiast. It doesn't say that anymore because I got Psycho Sawboy, but you know, I still I love the shot of her with the chainsaw. I think that's great. I love the elevator ride down of it filling up with blood. Like all that stuff is like, I'm into it. And we got another Dead by Dawn of the hallway, all the other Deadites screaming Dead by Dawn. Sure. I'm into all of this. Like it's a lot of fun.
The Dead by Dawn stuff was great. When the first one said it, like I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then when they all started chanting it just over and over and over. Do you know what I got though? I got Evil Dies Tonight vibes, big time.
Oh, I did.
I love those two crowds just like go at it together. Dead by Dawn, Evil Dies Tonight. Dead by Dawn, Evil Dies Tonight.
Do you guys ever watch those pitch meetings that Ryan George YouTuber?
I think you sent one.
I've sent one before.
Chat before.
His one for Halloween Ends or Halloween
Kills.
Kills. Thank you. Because he has to keep talking about the crowd of people shouting "Evil Dies Tonight," and it's the script writer going back to the producer guy, and it's like, all right, so they show up again like "Evil Dies Tonight," and it cuts the producer guy. He's like, that sounds like them. Fucking killed me. Oh man, but yes, I agree. The chanting was a bit much, but I'm into it. I gotta say, this conversation is swinging my score back up. Like after I watched it, it kind of went down. I'm like, no, this was fun. Like it's not the best movie ever. It's not even the best Evil Dead movie ever. I think it's probably the worst Evil Dead movie. But I think this is kind of solidifying how much I love Evil Dead. Is like I can still love this movie, knowing that like I'd rather watch any of the other 4 before this one again. But we're nearing the end of this thing. What did we miss? I know we missed something. We missed the cat in the ceiling because they didn't do anything with that. Like that was just, how are we going to get her back into the room? Cat in the ceiling?
I was really hoping for Deadite Cat. Like I thought that's where we were going.
I wanted either Deadite Cat or Charlie Day to show up like, oh, cat in the wall.
That was one of the more well-played suspense moments because as she's crawling out of that vent, like you're just watching it, and all of a sudden you just see the hand, and again, that's the contortion of it all. Really,
just
played
her
well.
Behind her on the wall,
Yep.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
The kid, I don't like the kid there, or the little girl. I don't need the youngest daughter or whoever it is, the one of the two that survives.
Right.
The
little one. I don't need her. I want Evil Dead to be one person survives through a trial of blood and violence, and if I feel like anybody is safe, then they're doing it wrong. That's how I feel about it.
That is true. Like that's the first time you saw people drive into the sunset, and then Evil comes back to take over what Teresa or whatever her name is.
Who cares?
Jessica.
Yeah.
Just like, add-on scene person.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
People in the cabin.
Because I've seen so much Evil Dead, and I know where Evil Dead usually goes, where I thought this was headed, and I was game for it, was the little girl was going to be the final girl.
She turns around as the car is pulling away, and
that would have made more sense to me.
No, I mean, like, I thought Beth was going to get taken out by the blob monster, and the little girl was going to be the one to pick up the chainsaw. And finish the job. And I'm like, I can't believe this movie's going there. That's going to be fucking cool. And then it just didn't. But I'm like, that's where I thought it was going. Was like the 10-year-old was going to be like, ging, 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 ging. And it's like, okay, here we go.
10-year-old with a chainsaw arm.
Well, we didn't need that, but
I think that might be a little too heavy for one limb. 10-year-old, maybe.
That's true. But it would, you'd get used to it after a while.
I mean,
she had
chainsaws.
Yeah.
She had to put on like a dolly as she ran her along. Yeah.
But no, I agree. Having two people survive and having them, as far as we can tell, totally survive, it did feel a little odd. It kind of undercuts the ending, and then knowing that we need to go to the fucking cabin for the people we don't give a shit about. And don't get me wrong, I like the violence at the cabin. I think it's done really well. I like the scalping by ripping the ponytail off and the scalp and the dot. Like that was great. I like that the girl didn't die and she comes out with her scalped head, all that was awesome. I even like the dude going in the water, getting the Jaws moment of getting destroyed from the thing underwater. Like all of that worked for me. I wish it wasn't in the movie.
I mean, it works for what it is, but it doesn't work in the movie. I don't want it in the movie. It feels like, oh, the film's only an hour and 20. Well, we've got to get at least to an hour and 30. Oh, well, fuck it. We'll go shoot a new opening and we'll just shoot a quick thing at the end just to cap it all off. Because it is just so pointless. Yeah. You can literally lift that and the ending out and there is no real difference.
Nope.
No, there's none. None whatsoever. And I don't know. When I watch this again, because I will watch it again at some point, even if it's not my first rewatch. Will it bother me as much now? Knowing that I've complained, probably not. I'll probably just I can watch this one as it is what it is. I enjoy it for what it is. It's fun. I can like it. I can have a good time with it.
I feel like it will bother. I feel like if I watch this again, it's going to bother me more because I know it's not got anything to do with anything else. So I'll just I just know I'll just spend the first 10 minutes just sitting there going, come on, get on with it. The actual film.
The practical effects are good. That's the problem. Is the practical effects in this movie are great. The digital,
not so much. Those eyeballs.
Oh, the eyeballs look terrible.
Practical effects are always better than digital effects, though. How many times have we said it on this series?
Although the glass going down the throat, I'll give the CGI.
That was it. Actually,
just the
CGI though.
The little
that was enhanced. That wasn't.
That looked practical to me. That looked practical to me. It looked like some sort of air bladder thing. They've done it. I've seen them do stuff like that in the 80s. It's a little latex neck with an air bladder. It looked like that to me. Didn't look CGI.
I think it was enhanced. I think it was a combo, which most effects are. If there's any practical effects, it's never just practical. It's always enhanced. But
it was seamless. Damn it.
That one,
Yeah. Which is fine. Like, to be honest, I don't mind using CGI to enhance practical effects. It's just when it's pure CGI, it just always loses something. It loses some kind of like physicsiness.
I mean, it is getting better, but I mean, it should by now. We've been doing this for like 20 years. Like, fuck, man.
It isn't though, because you look at like, you know, Jurassic Park and compare that to some of the CGI in today's films, and it looks way better. And you're like, why does it look so good there? And
the Soul CGI shots in Jurassic Park, they do not age well. Like the Brontosaurus sequence looks like a cartoon. It doesn't look good at all. Like the T-Rex stuff where it's a blend looks amazing. But no,
I guess that's it's the blend stuff, I suppose, which is why it works.
Like that opening shot, like I just watched this thing in the theater not that long ago. When they get there, like with the Sam Neill taking off his glasses and everything, whoo, that has not aged well. Like it's still great, but it looks ridiculous. But that's fine. It's a movie from 1993. Of course it's going to look ridiculous. Like Star Wars doesn't look great anymore either. I mean, it does, but you know what I mean.
Which version?
That's a good point.
I was in a hotel room this past weekend with Return of the Jedi, and the second he starts yelling no when he gets.
I won't watch that version. I will not watch that version.
Well, I had to sit there while it happened to me. So
that's the best way to describe watching the new version of Return of the Jedi. No. No. Like what the fuck?
I've got the 4K 77, 80, 83s, like the ones where they grabbed like old reels of it and scanned them in. I've got those. That's what I'll watch now. I'm not watching until they actually release the original theatrical versions. Well, they might do when George Lucas dies. I bet there's like a.
I think it was in the sale contract. It's never happening.
Yeah, well, if he's dead, he can't sue.
His estate, maybe.
Yeah, his estate absolutely would.
I've got an old VHS trilogy of the originals, and I'm not a purist about this stuff usually. I might procure a VHS player to show my kids when we watch it eventually.
They're better.
The changes they made were terrible.
Yeah, they really were.
The addition of the Jabba the Hutt scene is pointless in the first one as well, because it's just the same dialogue that Greedo said, just by a giant slug this time.
I mean, granted, that was in the original movie. They cut it out. But at that point, Jabba wasn't a big worm thing. It was a dude in like a big fur coat.
Well, that's my point, though. It's a cut scene, and the reason they cut it out is, because, Greedo just said all that same stuff anyway, so it's a redundant scene.
Yeah. Anyhow, Evil Dead Rise. Are we ready for quotes? I feel like we're ready for quotes. I asked if we miss anything, and we started talking about Star Wars, so no. That was the answer.
The answer is no.
Yeah. I'm going to go first for quotes.
No!
You're putting too much enthusiasm behind it. It is the most limperest no
True,
you've ever heard.
Well, I haven't seen that version, to be fair. I heard about it and was like, no, that's fucked, that scene. I'm not watching it. Fuck them.
So my quote, as I'm trying to scan to it, where the fuck did I write it down?
You already alluded to it's a Bridget quote.
It is a Bridget quote. I thought I had it written. I even looked at it earlier. Oh, there it is. It's when Beth sees her and she's like crouching on the cabinet and she's eating the glass. And she had just thrown up all the bugs a moment ago. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And she just looks and smiles. She's like, "I got to kill the creepy crawlies that got inside my tummy." It's like, oh, she sold the shit out of that line.
That's a good one.
Her Deadite lines, she nails. Like her one, I don't. In case of someone's quote to Danny, I don't want to take it away, but she yells something to Danny too, where it's like, oh, she gets the Deadite having fun. She does a very good job with it. Going around the clock, Matt is next.
So I've got 2.
Great, you can say 1.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the other one. So like, I'm not gonna go with the voice in the recording. It's the kids outside, and I don't know if you guys had this version. Like, we'll see. Like, if you saw this version as well. We're watching all the Freddy movies in a row, even the shitty ones. There aren't any shitty ones, and then suddenly I just appeared on screen and just went disagree and left.
That easily makes this the worst Evil Dead movie that somebody uttered that.
The fact that he defends it, there aren't any shitty ones.
He just gave credence to Jack Earl Haley as Freddy Krueger.
He did. Swinging.
My favorite thing about that as well is having just done that series and like always going, 2 of them were good.
And even one of those were like, it's good because it was an original. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, we did not like Freddy here. All right, Joel, what's your quote?
It's just so much missed potential. That was our problem. That was my
He
problem.
kills nobody.
Anyway, it was a very like okay moment, but the two survivors are talking, and she's telling the little girl, you know, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be a great mom. You know how to lie to children. So I was like, okay, that's very written, but
it works.
It's a great line.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ryan, what's yours?
So the earthquake just happened and the pizza got dumped. And Cassie's looking at her sister and she goes, I think I peed my pants. And Bridget goes, is it warm? And Cassie just goes, and Bridget goes, it's probably just soda.
That's weird because I thought she said I shit my pants in the one that I watched.
I think
No.
I peed my pants. Why would Cassie say I shit my pants?
I don't know. It didn't make sense to me either.
Eight-year-old kid. I just shit my pants.
I just shit myself.
I did. It's a weirder question of is it warm?
And then it's even an even weirder response of it's probably just soda. It's like, what are your shits like?
We need to go to a doctor.
Depends
I
on how
guess that you
scared you
don't
are, I guess.
Joel,
you need more. Well, you need less fiber in your diet, I think, at that point.
Joel, you got to go to the doctor, man.
Oh god, I just had like an image of Nando with Guillermo. It's like when he's dropped the coffee beans and goes, you should drink more water. The opposite of that, but
Oh
just
my
popped
God.
into my head then.
Sorry, this is a very big tangent. Back in the day, I made a web series. You don't need to look it up. But my actor on set told me a story that fucking killed the set for a solid hour. Where I'm going to tell a very, very brief version of it. Where he's sitting in the room playing video games with him and his buddies. His buddy goes to the bathroom and comes back out and sits down with the guys and goes, "Man, don't you guys hate it when you shit blood?"
Ooh.
Whole room is like, "I'm sorry, what?" He's like, "Yeah, you know, like when you shit blood, isn't it the worst?" We don't shit blood, dude. And he's been doing it his whole fucking life. Had no idea it was a problem. He had to go to a doctor to get some things fixed up.
How is he still alive?
I don't know. The fact that he's like, man, this is just an average thing that happens to everybody. What?
Just reminds me of that South Park episode where Cartman's like the Chipotle away thing. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wait, if you're shitting, just don't eat the Chipotle, man.
Good shit. Literally. Or not literally. Whatever.
Okay, so it's not good if it's bloody.
No, it's not. Oh, what was your quote? Because you were going to do the Ash line, weren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to hear at least the Ash line.
I mean, it made me chuckle. I did like it because it's just clear as day. Bruce Campbell go, destroy it. It's called the Book of the Dead for a reason.
Yep, that was it.
It's pretty good.
And in my head, I like to think that was actually Ash who'd gone through all this shit, and he just turned up here and was like, "Oh fuck, another one." Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
like that's.
Why
like to
not?
believe it. I mean, why not? I mean, we're getting another one of these this year, next year. Is it this year?
What's it?
This year, I think.
Next year.
Is it Burn? Evil Dead Burn?
Evil Dead Burn.
Yeah.
Is Lee directing that one too?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a continuation of this, so I guess we'll see. I don't know.
Isn't he supposed to do the werewolf movie too for Universal?
Think so? Wait, didn't that already come out?
No, that was Wolfman. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Like I love Evil Dead. I had fun doing this thing. We'll do the wrap up next week.
It's a different director.
Oh, okay.
Sebastian Vanacek, I think. And it is next year.
Oh, he's doing
Okay.
the Mummy. He's not doing the werewolf. He's doing the Mummy.
Do we have to
Okay.
another one of those fucking things? Like
Well, this is one with Tom Cruise in it.
And Lee Corrin
God
is
for that.
producing. He's
Okay.
producing the new Evil Dead.
I love those videos where they remove all the music and it's just him yelling in the airplane as it moves around.
The ironic thing is, the best thing about that film is the score. The score is actually really good. Like Brian Tyler's score in that film was like when I've not even seen the film, but like listening to it separately, I know it's the best thing about that film because I've just everything I've seen of it, I'm like, yeah, that looks garbage.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for. I just had to look up her name because I can never pronounce her last name. Sophia Boutella. Is that her last? She plays the mummy in that movie. She was in Rebel Moon.
Oh,
she was
yeah.
She was in.
She's in Kingsman. Yeah.
Like I have a soft spot for her. Like I like it when she shows up and stuff. I think she's a good actor. She does a lot of her own stunts. I think she's a badass. Mummy was not her best vehicle, but
no. But this Mummy is Blumhouse, so it's in line with The Invisible Man and Wolfman.
But I heard Wolfman sucked.
I liked it, but you also have to use your revisionist type of storytelling.
I don't like doing that though.
I know.
So we'll see. I'll watch it at some point. I still haven't seen Invisible Man the whole way through because I'm not a huge fan of I'm forgetting her name. From
Elizabeth Moss.
Thank you. I'm not a huge Elizabeth Moss fan. I don't think she's a bad actor. I think she's actually a really good actor. I don't usually like stuff she's in for some reason. I don't know why. It's usually really fucking depressing. It's probably has something to do with it. Like even Mad Men ends up being fucking depressing after a while. So maybe it's not her. It's the stuff she's in. So I should.
What are you talking about? The Handmaid's Tale is a.
I can't get through a single episode. It makes me so upset. I just can't. Nope.
It's fine. You're going to be living that soon in America.
I'd rather watch a documentary on cheese graters.
Soon?
We know how I feel about cheese graters. So we've done it. We've Evil Deaded. And I had a good time with it. It was not the rip-roaring love fest that I thought it was going to be when we started this journey. But that's good, right? Challenges us.
I thought the conversation we had was fantastic today.
Oh, it was a great talk all the way through. I thought it was going to be more like, no, we've kind of beaten up every franchise.
I feel like
what do you mean? We loved all of
Ash versus Evil Dead. We slogged through. Like that felt like
that was a rough.
That was rough.
I think if we'd only done the movies, we would have ended on a much more positive note. But Ash season 2 really brought us down.
Yeah.
What's great is
but
that
but it wasn't like. The funny thing is, like the episodes themselves were just a bit of a slog, but actually, I enjoyed talking about them.
Yeah.
I think like the sort of the conversation we had was really kind of like I enjoyed that conversation.
Yeah. And
I'm
I
not
enjoyed
going to like super big headed and say it was amazing for you to listen to, like dear listener, and you should be grateful that you're listening to it. But like for me personally, the conversation, like being in that conversation and having it, I had fun talking about it. And it was nice to like hear other perspectives on it as well. When like sometimes where there was that sort of disagreement, it's like I didn't mind that so much, and then like the reasons why and stuff like that, and then
I mean, I don't do this to care what the listener thinks. I do this to enjoy talking to you guys. So
I mean, that's what makes it a good show for the 20 people that listen every now and then. We have.
I thought Joel was being like accurate when he said for the listener, like the one listener.
You can use the listener as a plural.
Yeah.
Listeners.
Thanks for listening, Brock.
Now edit this.
Fix this.
But before we leave on our slightly longer episode, I guess we did have a whole movie to talk about this time instead of just an episode of the TV show. Got to talk about what's coming up next. We hinted really hard last week. If you didn't get the hint, then you just have not seen those movies. But we're doing Jaws next. Doing a little mini show. We like to do the mini ones in between the long ones. So there'll only be 5 episodes because we're going to do a special finale before the wrap up for Jaws, where we're going to do some homework. We're going to kind of break the mold a little bit, and we're all going to watch a different movie and bring them to the table and discuss what we did. And we're all going to watch a shark movie. You can pick whatever shark movie you want. It's got to be a shark movie. And it has to be a shark movie. So things like Finding Nemo does not work. I don't give a fuck if there's a shark in it. It has to be a movie about sharks. So,
Oh, damn it. I was going to watch Piranha.
There's no sharks in Piranha. Any of the piranhas. I've seen them all. There's no sharks.
I should make.
What about Free Willy? Can I watch that?
No.
Funny enough, I thought about that when you first mentioned it.
No,
I know which one I'm watching, to be fair.
Is it hold on. Are you doing Sharknado? Are you doing the one?
I'm doing one of them, whichever the one is in space.
Okay. The one that had like the Force Awakens poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I've been told is it's got the most ingenious re-entry system from space ever.
I should make you guys watch the USS Indianapolis with Nicolas Cage in it.
Okay, I'm going to do my best to watch all of them. So we need to get a list going so that, but we will not all be required to do this. So we used to do like in battle episodes back in the day with After the Hype. It should be somewhat similar to that. I'm probably going to do Deep Blue Sea because I fucking love Deep Blue Sea. It is one of my favorite bad movies. Tom Jane, LL Cool J. Fuck, man. Like
Samuel L. Jackson. How can you
Zac
how can you
Efron.
mention that film and not mention Samuel L. Jackson?
he's barely in it. The other two are way bigger parts in it.
But it's the best scene in the film.
Michael
The best scene in the
Rappaport.
film is the music video about the film from LL Cool J.
Yes, deepest bluest.
My hand is like a shark fin.
What?
Deepest
Oh
blue,
my!
my
I'm
hand is
putting
like a
it in the
shark fin.
chat right now. I am
Like-
putting it in the chat.
Like it is so good. And then he wears like the contact lenses to make his eyes look like a shark.
And Rennie Harlan directed it.
I am forever a fan of Deep Blue Sea because of that music video.
Yes.
So I'm very excited to do all of Jaws, mostly just the first one and the last one. But Jaws is gonna be a great time, and then the shark movie at the end is gonna be a great time, and then we're gonna move on to probably one of our longer ones again. What's that one gonna be? I don't know. We have a few that we've talked about. I'm leaning towards Alien, but I'm not sure if we're gonna go that way or not because we do the Alien Predator franchise, so we do
Yeah, that's a
whole
lot.
slog. Which will be a lot. We're not going to do the TV show, even though I think it would come out somewhere in the time that we'd be recording it, because I don't know how I feel about Alien Earth at
I
this
can't
moment.
wait for that show just because of one thing. Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, I forgot he's in it. Yeah, that. I don't know. I'm still very iffy on it. We'll see. We'll see. But the Alien Predator franchise would be a very fun one to cover. So,
And
Yeah.
Badlands is coming out too, so it's a good wrap up.
and I think it would come out before we'd record it, so we could still cover it. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, so that's where I'm leaning. I'm not sure we're gonna go that way, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm still kind of horror adjacent, but still not horror. So we'll have a lot of people die. Squishy bits, we love that. And there's a cat. I think there's a few cats.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So quick round of plugs. Check out YouTube. It's on ATH. It's on Binge Buddies. Our Driving Thoughts series. So far, it's still just me as of this recording. There might be Joel in there by now. You got to go check it out. He says he's going to do it. He's got thoughts he wants to do. So
Yeah, you just have to look.
you have to go look to see if he's done it yet or not. He's got the beard. He's got sunglasses, and he's got a car. He has all of the things you need to do one of these videos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Matt needs to grow a beard before we can do it. Otherwise, he will not look like everyone else on YouTube who does this, which is the goal.
I mean, every time I start to grow a
Next
beard,
time
and
you
it
see him,
gets
he's
long.
gonna have
And
one.
it's,
I want him to get like spirit gum and just glue
Yeah.
it on.
Yeah, just have the
Do it really
shittiest looking
bad.
fake beard.
Really, really bad.
Or if you could
just
just
get like a
like
pair of gloves and just glue it to my chin.
no, like do like the Community like evil goatee, like a
Yes.
felt goatee,
Yes.
like that would be great. Then you'd fit in the car, even though you don't.
But
drive.
then I'd have to have a really shitty opinion because I'd have to be evil.
He should have a twirly mustache and then be on the train. And that's how he should do it.
and just really ramp up your British accent the whole time. It'll be great. Like try to do an American version of a British accent for the whole video, and that would warm my heart.
Hello, mate. How's it going,
Yes.
mate?
Yeah, basically you need to be Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins.
Yes, yeah. That's what I want to hear.
Maybe the worst British accent ever.
Perfect. That's what I want to hear. It'd be great. And yeah, tune into the YouTube site to see if Matt ever did that. All right, we're gonna say goodbye to everything Evil Dead and to this episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.